Okay, if you can hear me, we're going to be making 4 coils today for the Magrav power unit. We're going to be making 2 gravitational and 2 magnetical. We're going to start with the gravitational with 3/8 inch aluminum rod. It's going to be a short coil, so I'll measure 24 inches for the front part of the coil. Put a little bend in it. Feed it through the hole in the clamp here. Coil the wire around the rod to keep it from getting hung up on something. Put the drill on. The drill is running in reverse. Make sure your drill's in reverse so you can't go wrong. Take the drill off. I've got 12 inches marked on the back, so I cut the wire at 12 inches. Pull the whole thing out. Uncall the lead wire. Free the coil up. Pull it out. That's one done right there. Next, the rod back in. Now we're going to be making a long gravitational. For a long gravitational, we need a 30-inch lead on the front. So I'll measure it, 24, another 6 for 30. And put a little bend in the end right there. Now, we're ready to put it in the rod. Pull the leader out. Put the drill in reverse, make sure it's going the right way. Now remember, we're making a long coil now. Perfect. Got our 12-inch lead on the back. Pull the whole thing out. Straighten the wire up. Free the coil up. Pull it out of the clamp. That's it. Done with the gravitational coil. Now we're going to switch rods. We're going to make 2 magnetical coils. Go into the 1/2 inch aluminum rod. Put our wire fed back to here. Now the magnetical coils, you always use 12-inch leads front and back, so they're all 12 inches. That makes it easy. You don't have any difficult thing to remember. Make a bend at 12 inches and you got it. This is a 1/2-inch ground clamp on the 1/2-inch rod. Works fine. It's got a little space to put the wire through. There we go. Always start your bend with the wire flat against the wood. That keeps everything tight and feeding in the right direction. Coil your wire around the rod as we did before. Put your drill on, put your drill in reverse. We're doing a short coil this time. Come on. All right, what's going on here? Okay. First coil, magnetical coil. Now we're going to do a long magnetical. Magnetical, measure 12 inches, put a bend in it, all 12 inches. Put it on the coil. All right, doing a long coil this time, all the way out. Put the wire at 12 inches in the back. Pull it out. Straighten your lead up. Free the coil by twisting a little bit and then pull it straight out, like so. Long magnetical coil. So we made 4 coils in about, about 10 minutes? Now we have to stretch the coils. You're going to have to move around to the other side. We stretch the long coils first, so first thing we do, about 2 coils back, just slide it over the little clamp right here. Just like so. Get your clamp down here and give you about 2 or 3 coils on the end. Slide it over the clamp. Make sure it's on there good and just stretch it on out. The way I set it up, the end of the wood here has to come to an equilibrium at the mark. So if it's still pulling that way, it's not stretched all the way yet. It's getting close. Getting close. That's pretty good right there. Pretty good. All right, we're going to move that over here and do the next long one here. This is the gravitational small coil, but it's going to be stretched the same length. All right. Maybe a little too much. Check it. A little too much. So the good thing is you can push it back together a little bit if you have to. No big deal. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to stretch the 2 short coils. Let's do the magnetical first. Put it on the clamp here, put it on the clamp over here. We're ready to stretch. We're going for this mark right here. So, keep stretching it till we get there. That's pretty good right there. Now for the gravitational. Okay. That's pretty close. So we'll check the two short coils and see how they come out. Shorten this one up a little bit later. That's pretty close. Now, we have one last thing to do here, and we have to clean the ends up because, of course, we haven't stretched the ends and everything needs to be just right. So, let's get the knife, and the way we do this is we put it on the wood here and just, these coils that are still unstretched, put the knife in here, twist it a little bit, work it out. Doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be apart a little bit. Okay, cool. Stretch it on one side, turn it over 180 degrees, and stretch the other side a little bit. It's pretty easy. Okay, that works for me. That is completely finished, ready for nano coating. Let's go to the next one. Same thing for every coil. Once you learn how to do one, you do them all. Okay, looks good. This one's a little too far apart, but we just push it back together. It's very pliable. Okay, get a close-up of that. That's the way every coil should look right there. All the way down to the other end. All right, we got two more to do. Knock these out right quick. Be ready for some nano coating. All right, it's a little bit messed up on the end there, but we can definitely fix that. Good enough. All right, one more to stretch out and we'll be ready to go. This is a gravitational. See, I not only bent it out a little bit, but also pushed it back together where it was spread out a little too far. So you can do whatever you need to do to make it look right. Okay, looking good. Excellent. Now let's get the fork walls that we just made. Okay, we just made these fork walls. Now we have one last thing to do is put the gravitational inside the magnetic, so that's what we're going to do now. a very close tolerance, so you got to have it. Coils have to be made just right in order to fit perfectly. This is what you want. You want close tolerance. Okay, get a close up on that. There's a little bit of something wrong over there, but we'll take care of that. Okay, that's one. Got the other one right here. We're going to put in. Have this as straight as possible before you put it in. And there we go. Okay. So we got our 4 finished coils. We've probably been working on this maybe 20 minutes, 15. And this is a complete layer, a complete set of Magrav's coils ready to be nanocoated. 3/8 interior, 1/2 inch OD. All right, cut it.